This book is called The Pros and Cons of Being a Frog. Pros and cons is a type of list that people make about things that are good, pros, and cons, things that are bad about a situation. Let's see what happens in this book. The Pros and Cons of Being a Frog. It is by deGennaro. Camille and I are quite different. Maybe that's why I like her so much. Camille loves maths so much that some days she only talks in numbers. So far, I've worked out that 23 is yes and 17 is no. And when she starts singing her 6 times tables, I know it's time for a snack. When I first met Camille, I was dressed as a cat. Dodie would bark at me the whole way to school and the whole way back home again. It was more attention than I needed. After watching Dodie chase me day in and day out for exactly 11 days, Camille called me over and whispered in my ear. She suggested I try another animal. Finding the right animal for me wasn't easy. You can see the animals she tried. It was Camille who finally gave me the idea of, what do you think? A frog. Frogs are not solitary creatures. That means they don't like to be by themselves. I decided I needed a friend. Camille agreed to help. She's chosen 23, which means yes. At first we worked together well. Camille did the measuring and I did the sewing, but putting together her costume was taking a little longer than expected. Camille started singing her 6 times tables. Do you remember what that means? She needs a snack. I was getting confused with the measurements. Camille just wouldn't stand still. She sang her 6 times tables louder and louder. Suddenly, and without thinking, I shouted, "Stop wriggling!" And there's lots of 17s, which means no. Camille picked up her bag and her stopwatch and went home. Without Camille, I felt alone. I decided to write a list, the pros and cons of being a frog. Pros, so the good things. My friend Camille gave me the idea. I'm less likely to be chased by a dog. Being in a frog costume makes me feel brave. Cons, the bad things. Not everyone loves wearing a frog costume as much as me. If you start getting bossy about your frog costume, then your friend will get up and leave. A frog is not a solitary creature, so it's no fun for a frog if his friend gets up and leaves. I went to find Camille to say sorry. Everywhere I looked, all I could see were numbers, but no Camille. Just as I was about to give up, I heard a sound coming towards me. Flip, flap, flip, flap. Camille and I are quite different. That's why I like her so much. There's the number 23, which means yes. That's the end of the story. Bye.